So for our last topic na for the finals, it's the lecture 9, which is the bodies of revolution. Pinagsasama-sama na natin lahat dito ng mga natutunan from the previous and ano yung application niya. So for the bodies of revolution, sufficient theory is already available to permit the estimation of the overall aerodynamic characteristics of cones and ogives, either solid or ducted. So when used as the forward portion of a cylinder, as might be expected in the design of fuselage of a supersonic aircraft. So doon na tayo sa design mismo ng supersonic bodies. And paano napapasok doon yung mga approximations natin, yung mga pinagko-compute natin. So, familiar dito? It must be pointy, but does it really need to be that way? So, conical nose. Ito yung itsura niya, cone siya yung pointy. So, ano dapat i-solve? Paano dapat i-solve yan? So, kaya, kaya nyo na i-follow to. So, ito na din yung sample problem niya. And, ganito na din siya mako-compute. Spoiler ahead, hindi. Hindi dapat siya pointy. It must follow at the shape of the ogives. Wala kayong makikita na bala na pointed. So an ogive is similar to a cone except yung flanform shape is segments of arcs rather than straight lines. So there are two ogives that must be considered, the tangent and the secant. So magfo-form kasi ng ng shock waves kapag conical section. So dito tayo. Ogival nose, siguro magiging familiar to if medyo well-versed kayo sa mga bullets. But if not, brackets naman. If not, kayang-kayang explain. So, for a bullet section, set example, there is a tail, the bearing surface, and the base, may plate, saka yung ogive. Yung ogive is para siyang cone, di ba? Pero ito ay continuous arcs. So, kung papansinin natin yung sa mga rockets, they use ogival nose. Bakit why does it appear to be pointy? Kasi, masyado na siyang malaki yung body in comparison to the nose. To the point na nagmumukha lang siyang needle. But if you look closer talaga, it's made out of ogives. So a tangent ogive is one in which the center of arc is in a line normal to the ogive center line at its base, so there is no discontinuity or sharp corner. So, di ba, ang tangent nga ay 1 point lang pagdating sa conic sections and sa geometry. Ba, ang tangent is 1 point lang yung magta-touch. Nakukuha? So, mas smooth yung surface. Now, a second naman is, kung naaalala pa sa, sa plane geometry, 2 point tatamaan ng second, where its centers of arc are half of the normal center line and therefore forms a corner. So the second ogive needs an additional dimension of distance kasi kailangan mo masukat to. Hanggang isang point yung dalawang tuldok niya. So sa second ogive, it's more of parang nagmumukha siya mas straight than the tangent ogive. Kung papansinin natin, yung tangent ogive, well, yes, mas smooth siya, pero mas mukha siyang normal arc ang ifo-form. While sa second ogive, mas mukha siyang oblique. So ano makukuha natin doon? So the radius of curvature is defined in calibers. Radius of the arc divided by the diameter of the base. Kaya yung 14 caliber ogive means the radius of the arc forming its surface is 14 times the diameter. So, ano makukuha natin dyan? Sa mga bala. Familiar sa 45 caliber? Tapos i-compare mo sa 8 mm or 9 mm Magnum. So, yung mga mas malalaki na, mas malalaking values of the mag, kung mapapansin, ay they are more of the second ogive than the tangent. So, ano yung importance niyan? There are several advantages of ogival shape. It has a slightly greater volume per given base diameter and length, and the blunter and stronger at the nose for pointed ogive will allow for a stronger leaf construction naman for a ducted. ogive. Anong ibig sabihin ng mga nakasulat na yan? So, yung sa mga blunt nose, tulad ng mga pointed ogive, tulad sa mga bala, saka sa mga rockets, ang makukuha natin is stronger construction. Siyempre bala to. Ang gusto natin dyan is ma-penetrate yung armor or yung object. Where sa rocket, ang gusto mong ma-penetrate is yung layer of the atmosphere. Whereas, ito namang ducted ogive is ginagamit for lip construction ng um, fuselage inlets. So, ogive has less form drag than conical shape of the same base and diameter. Therefore, the drag of an ogive will be less than those of cone for the same amount of volume. So, ito yung formula. Kaya nyo nang sabayan yan para ilagay sa Excel. Dito tayo sa ducted nose. While the length and planform area of a ducted cone are less than the cone of the same vertex, yung higher pressure change at the lift of the ducted cone creates higher lifting pressure. So ano yun? Ducted cone will have approximately the same lift as the corresponding solid cone. Pero for this instance, mas onti yung amount niya. Hmm, nasa aircraft design nyo to. Ano yung meaning ng higher pressure change sa lift ng ducted cone? Forward muna tayo. The center of pressure of a ducted cone will be ahead of its centroid, owing the higher lifting pressure towards the lift. The lift of a ducted ogive will be same order of magnitude as the ducted cone because of the similarity of the flow, while the absolute magnitude of pressure over the ogive will be different over the cone. Pero the differences in the pressure will remain similar. So when the air enters a ducted body, which is an angle of attack, dapat madedeflect siya para maging normal sa body. So yung the resultant of the force creates a resultant force which depend on the mass of the air. Nagbabago yung dynamic pressure. Dito tayo sa mga pinagsasabi kanina. Nakapasok siya at angle of attack, ito ay ducted kaya may butas. Papasok yan sa loob. What creates the lift dito sa harap? So nasa aircraft design nyo to, dapat naiintindihan nyo yung process at which bakit ganon. So paano to? So the direction of this resultant force will depend on the internal geometry of the duct. The center of pressure will depend on the internal diffusion design. And flow conditions will be such that the ano, yung flow conditions will be difficult to predict. So paano to nauuha yung lifting force na yon? Through the inlet geometry. Kaya nga may iba't ibang ways to incorporate yung ating lifting force. But for this instance, bakit niya move forward? Because of the pressure build-up dito. Because of the pressure build-up dito sa lugar na to. And meron siyang negative dito. Yung pressure differential na yon, it causes the sudden increase in lifting force. So nagko-contribute ang magandang inlet design. Again, ang kailangan natin ay pressure differential. Be it sadya mong gawin or hindi. Well, for aircraft design, sinadya na niyong gawin na ang kailangan natin is magkaroon sila ng difference in pressure. So, nakukuha yun? So, in the design of the practical configurations of bodies of revolution, the nose shapes described are usually mounted ahead of the cylindrical section, which is yung design ng nguso ng eroplano or ng rocket. So, ganun yung nangyayari. Hindi siya pointed, siya ay ogives. So, katulad din ng ducted, which is for inlets, ganun din yung solid nose, where ginagamit sa rocket motor propulsion. And yung ducted naman is ginagamit kapag ramjet or turbojet. So, ito yung example. For rocket powered, papansinin nyo, more of second ogive yan. Mas mabilis, mas matibay. For ram or turbojet naman, regardless of anong gagamitin, but dapat siya ay ducted or yung butas yung loob para may pumasok na hangin. So, ito, for example sa racket, di ba ito yung point na akala mo parang sobrang nipis. So, parang pointed ba siya? Hindi siya pointed. So, kung mapapansin to, ito ay isang second ogive. Kasi ito, pagdating dito, tangent ogive naman siya. So, second ogive ulit. So, nakadepende na sa mga kung anong parts yung need ng pressure increase or decrease. And ito naman yung ducted na ogive. So, ogival yung shape niya, pero open siya, where ito ginagamit for duct, airflow duct papunta sa engine mo. So, with conical or second ogive, sharp corners increases as has sudden decrease in pressure on the surface as the air passes. Yun lang yung nagiging problema with second ogive. Dahil meron siyang sharp corners, unlike dun sa tangent, nagkakaroon ng discontinuous changes. Although mas matibay siya. Now, the pressure may then be expected to return approximately free stream value, about 3 calibers. So, ito yung tinatawag natin na pressure recovery. So, this pressure will be nearer the free stream value at any point. So, ito yung for observation. So, kung mapapansin, pagdating dito sa mga sharp corners, ayan, may biglang pula. Sharp corner again, may biglang pula. Ito ay medyo tangent, ogive, pero may biglang pula. So, napapansin yung tatlong spikes na yun, where yung total pressure is bigla nag-increase. Yun lang yung nagiging problema natin with second ogive. While yes, it is stronger, ang effect naman niya ay sa structurally okay, aerodynamically not so much. So, dito tayo sa base drag, which is applied to the force that which results the negative pressure on the base. Ano yan? Ito yan. Yung kulay blue na to, which is a sudden decrease in pressure, yan yung pinagmumula ng ating base drag. So, drug-producing base, where the entire base is ducted to allow the emission of gas for propulsion. There is no effective base area, and the base drag is obviously zero. Pero may jets. So, wala talaga tayong magagawa, but nag increase talaga yung base drag mo. Nakukuha yan? So, ito is puro practice problems na. And that's it for finals. Mostly applications na lang to, and kailangan nyo intindihin yung concepts para madali natin makikita sa Excel yung mga observations. Yun kasi is nasosolve naman siya. Mabilis. Ang importante sa akin is malaman niyo yung mga observations para pagdating sa mga concepts, walang kahirap-hirap. Mabilis siya maintindihan. So, popost yun na ito lahat and gawin lahat ng deliverables nakapost sa Google Classroom. Thank you.